Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and my website miteshkhatri.com. As you know, this video is a part of the Life Leadership Training Program, which is free for you. If you've not already subscribed to it, you're most welcome to subscribe for the link given below this video, either on the YouTube channel or on my website. Today's Life Leadership Training has a very important topic, a topic which impacts the whole of humanity. It's about self-esteem. That's right, self-esteem. Now, what is self-esteem? Self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves, irrelevant of what we have or what we don't have. I'll repeat that. Self-esteem is what we feel about ourselves, irrelevant of what we have and what we don't have. That's our true self-esteem. But hey, before I explain this, here's another very important question. Why is it so important to talk about self-esteem? Why is it so important to understand and to learn about self-esteem and how to improve our self-esteem? Here's the reason. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and this story will not only give you the understanding of the definition of the self-esteem that I've spoken to you right now about, but it will also tell you the importance of why we must understand and improve our self-esteem. Okay? Ready for a quick story? Here it is. There are two friends. Both of these friends get together and invest as partners in the stock market on a particular share or on a particular stock. Now, they get some tips from some share broking agent who tells them that there's a particular company which is small right now, but they're going to become very big very soon. So they invest in this company, they buy shares worth about 1 lakh rupees, and each share costs them only 10 rupees. So they buy about 1,000 shares for 1 lakh. Okay. Now they forget about these shares after they buy them for some time, and they're hoping that the share value goes higher. A year after that, the share value for this company goes as high as 1,000 rupees per share. That's right. And overnight, these guys become a great success. They make about 1 crore of rupees out of this business investment that they made in the stock market together as partners. And obviously, they're very happy. They're very excited. But then, you know what happens to people when they get a lot of money? Sometimes they get a little greedy. So these two friends got greedy. They invested this 1 crore back in the stock market on the basis of another tip that they got from probably the same agent telling them that there's another company that's going to go huge. So they invested another crore in one stock, in one company, and the next day, overnight, they lost all their money. Now here's the worst part. Not only did they lose all their money, they got an additional loss of 10 lakhs. So they actually lost 1 crore, 10 lakhs. So they had to first pay off the crore, which was already there with them. So they had already lost that money. Plus they had to pay another 10 lakhs above that. Now, both the friends were obviously very unhappy. They were feeling very sad about it. But how did they handle that? One of the friends, he couldn't handle it actually. He couldn't bear both things. One, that he lost 1 crore. Second, he couldn't handle to bear the loss of another 10 lakhs. And he probably also couldn't handle the fact that what people will think about him now, what his family think about him now as a failure. Unfortunately, he couldn't take the emotional pressure and he committed suicide. That's right, he committed suicide. And then the second guy was also depressed, but he continued to feel confident about himself. He knew that he'll be able to recover from this problem, even though financially both the friends were at the same level. They had both survived the same or gone through the same crisis. And yet the second friend survives it. The second friend is not only surviving it, he recovers from it very strongly. And in a year's period of time, he recovers all his money and probably even becomes richer than what he was a year ago. Now, in this small story, the first friend and the second friend, who had a better self-esteem, who had a high self-esteem, who had a low self-esteem? Obviously, you would understand that the first friend who committed suicide had very low self-esteem. And the second friend, who was able to be confident about himself in spite of his losses, was the one who had high self-esteem. Why? Let's go back to the definition. Self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves, irrelevant of what we have or what we don't have. Look, you know, life is going to be always full of ups and downs, right? We're going to have problems, we're going to have solutions, we're going to have good luck, we're going to have bad luck, we're going to have good relationships, we're going to have bad relationships, we're going to have good situations, we're going to have bad situations of life. Life is always full of ups and downs, right? When we have a high self-esteem, and when we go through problems in life, when we go through financial losses, when we go through relationship issues, you'll realize that because your self-esteem is higher, how you feel about yourself, irrelevant of what you have or don't have, is already high. And as a result of that, you're able to You're able to handle your failures. You're able to handle the impact that failure has on you because you have high self-esteem. But when we have a low self-esteem, the unfortunate part is when the down happens in our life, we're not able to take it. The impact of failures on us will be very strong because we have a low self-esteem. The way we feel about ourselves inherently is already very low. So we're quite dependent on external success to make us feel good about ourselves. So when we fail, when we go down in life, we further go down about how we feel about ourselves, and thus we're not able to sometimes survive the crisis that we go through in our life. That is how important self-esteem plays as a role in our life. So I'll repeat that. I'll rephrase it quickly for you. If you have a high self-esteem, you're not dependent on success to feel happy, to feel great about yourself. Because you have a high self-esteem, and if you go through failure, if you go through downs in life, you're able to manage that because you inherently have a high self-esteem and you feel great about yourself, irrelevant of what you have or what you don't have. If you have a low self-esteem, you're always constantly dependent on people, on situations, or on financial success to feel great about yourself. So when you go through failures, and if you have a low self-esteem, inherently because you feel low about yourself, you're not going to be able to take failures very well. You're going to get impacted by that very strongly and may not even survive them. That is the power of self-esteem. So having said that, how do you work on your self-esteem? How do you improve your self-esteem? Actually, it's a very simple strategy. One simple trick, one simple strategy can help you improve your self-esteem on a daily basis. And I use this personally. What do you do? Every morning, when you go to brush your teeth, when you apply a toothpaste, don't start brushing your teeth. Yeah, don't start brushing your teeth. Every morning, in front of the mirror, look in your eyes before you brush your teeth as a routine, as a ritual, and tell yourself, I am happy, I love myself, and I feel great about myself, irrelevant of what I have or what I don't have. I repeat, I love myself, I'm happy, I feel great about myself, irrelevant of what I have or what I don't have. And then start brushing your teeth. And when you do this every morning, you're training your subconscious to have a higher self-esteem. You're training your mind, your body, your feelings, your emotions to have a high self-esteem, which is to feel happy, to feel great, to feel confident, to feel strong, irrelevant of what you have or what you don't have in your life. Now, if you do this every morning, and believe me, I do this every morning when I brush my teeth, I look in my mirror and I always tell myself that I'm happy, I love myself, I feel great about myself, irrelevant of what I have and what I don't have. That is why when I go through failure sometimes, and believe me, I do, or when I go through a little bit of downs in life sometimes, whether it's in my relationships, in my personal life, or my professional life, I'm able to handle it. And the reason is because I have a high self-esteem, which I have created for myself consciously by looking in the mirror every morning and repeating my self-esteem statement to myself every morning. So I want you to do this with me right now. Come on, do this with me right now. Let's interact in this video, okay? Repeat this with me. I love myself. Come on, I love myself. I'm happy the way I am. I feel great about myself, irrelevant of what I have or what I don't have. Now, if you're saying this, you would feel the power of it instantly right now. Imagine saying it every morning. I promise you, if you use this technique, if you use this simple strategy to improve your self-esteem every morning, whenever things go wrong, you'll be able to handle yourself because you already now have a high self-esteem. Okay? So I hope you use the strategy every morning. I use it every morning and I've reaped the results. I hope you reap the results too. If you liked the video today, if you liked the life leadership training today on self-esteem, feel free to comment on it. Feel free to like the video below here and share your comments with me below in the comment section on this website. And like always, feel free to share this video with your friends, your family by using the social buttons below this video or below this article. And I look forward to meet you and to talk to you on another life leadership training program or another module next week very soon. Okay, so take care. Bye-bye. I stop the video now. Bye.